Hello everyone, this is Madhu Dharmapuri. Welcome back to our channel, Passionate About Physics. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and watch the videos completely. I am very sure that you would find some useful information about physics from watching these videos. So in this present video, I am going to explain about path of a charged particle in motion in uniform magnetic field. The question here is, if a charged particle is moving in uniform magnetic field, does the path of the charged particle gets affected? The answer is definitely yes. Why? Why the path of the charged particle is getting affected? The reason is, we have already discussed in one of our previous video lectures that every charged particle, if it is moving in a magnetic field, a force is acting on that moving charged particle, and that force is responsible for the deviation of its original path. So what is the main reason now for the affection of path? It is the force acting on particle. So what is that force acting on the particle if it is moving in the uniform magnetic field? Is the expression I have written here, that Fm is the magnetic force acting on the charged particle, which is equal to QV cross B, where Q is the charge of that particle and V is the velocity of that particle and B is the magnetic field in which the particle is moving. And I have expanded this expression and written here as QVB sin theta n cap, where QVB sin theta is the magnitude of that force acting on the charged particle. And if you can observe this equation carefully, the force acting on the charged particle is clearly depending on the charge of the particle, velocity of the particle, and magnetic field of that present there, and the angle between the velocity and the magnetic field. So if these values are changing, the magnetic force acting on the particle will definitely change, and at some cases the magnetic force acting on the charged particle may vanish also. For example, if Q is equal to 0, if V is equal to 0, or B equal to 0, or else if the angle between V and B is either 0 or 180 degrees, in all these four cases the magnetic force acting on the charged particle will vanish. If it is the case, the force acting on the particle is not there, then there will not be any deviation from its original path. Now what I am going to do is, in which case the particle path is getting affected and in which case the particle path is not getting affected. So I am going to explain you case wise. So in one of the previous video lectures of mine, I have already explained one of the cases where the particle is entering the magnetic field at right angles, in which the particle was tracing a circular path. So here I am going to explain you about the path traced by a charged particle in motion if it is moving in uniform magnetic field, making an angle of 0 degrees or 180 degrees with the field direction. So here, if you can see these pictures, this is the magnetic field direction. The arrow mark is telling you that. And consider a positive charge or negative charge which is moving in the direction of the magnetic field, which means that velocity and magnetic field are in the same direction, and hence the theta equal to 0 degrees between them. So in this case, what is going to happen? If theta is equal to 0, if you substitute this in the equation, Fm will become 0, sin 0 is 0. So that is what I have written here. The force acting on this charged particle moving in the direction of magnetic field is 0, and hence its path is not going to affect by this. Similarly, if you see this picture, the magnetic field direction is as shown here, and either positive charge or negative charge is moving in the opposite direction to the magnetic field, which means that the angle between velocity and magnetic field is now 180 degrees. So if theta is 180 degrees, again if you substitute this in this equation, the force acting on this charged particle will again vanish. So if there is no force acting on this moving charged particle, then there is no path deviation. So in this particular case, where the angle between velocity and magnetic field is either 0 degrees or 180 degrees, the path of that charged particle is not getting affected and it moves in its original path. The possible case I am going to discuss is if theta equal to other than 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees. If theta is equal to other than 0 degrees, 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Because we have already discussed these cases. If theta is 90 degrees, the particle is tracing circular path. If theta is equal to 0 or 180 degrees, the path is not getting affected. Now, if theta is other than these three values, what will happen to the path of the charged particle? That is what we are going to see now. That means the particle is entering the magnetic field with some other angle other than these three values. So for that, let me take the magnetic field direction first. This represents the magnetic field direction, and the particle is moving in this way by making an angle of theta with the magnetic field direction, and that theta is now not equal to 0, not equal to 90 and not equal to 180. So in this case, we can resolve this velocity of the particle into its components. Then the x component of the velocity will be v cos theta, which is taken as v parallel, and the y component of this velocity is taken as v sin theta, which is also taken as v perpendicular. Now if you see, v sin theta is perpendicular to b, v sin theta is perpendicular to b, and v cos theta is parallel to b. This is perpendicular component, this is parallel component of velocity. The velocity components will help us to study the path of a charged particle in motion in uniform magnetic field. If you observe these two components, the parallel component of the velocity v cos theta is parallel to magnetic field direction, and hence the this velocity component will result in no force acting on the charged particle, and there is no deviation in the particle path. If you consider the perpendicular component of the velocity, which is perpendicular to the magnetic field direction, in this case the particle will trace a circular path because the maximum force is acting on the charged particle in this case. Now if you consider these two effects, the resultant path would be helical path. How the helical path would look like? The helical path is like this, and the radius of this helical path is m into v perpendicular component by qb, and we know v perpendicular component is v sin theta, which is qb. V sin theta by QB. This is the formula for radius of the helical path. There is one more important term associated with this helical path. That term is called as pitch. What is pitch? Pitch is the distance travelled by the particle along the magnetic field direction in one complete cycle. Pitch is represented with P, and it is a distance travelled by the charged particle along magnetic field direction in one complete cycle, and hence the pitch can be written as time into velocity. And time is, from here we can write the formula for time, 2 pi m by qb into velocity. Here we should consider the parallel component because it is a traveling in the direction of the magnetic field, and V parallel is in the direction of magnetic field, and hence you have to consider this V parallel in this case. So 2 pi m by qb into V parallel is V cos theta. So this is the formula for the pitch of this helical path. Hope you have understood everything. Hope you have learnt some useful things from watching this video. Keep watching these videos. Thank you very much.